Hey folks, this is Kelani. Welcome back to the Sargeras raid guide for normal and heroic. This time we're looking at the Maiden of Vigilance. Throughout this fight you'll be exposed to light damage and fel damage. You'll also be given an infusion of light or fel. If you ever take damage from the type which you aren't currently infused with, you'll be afflicted with unstable soul. This debuff is a time bomb which blows up after 8 seconds for over 1 million damage to the entire raid. You'll want to jump into the hole in the middle of the platform with a second or two remaining on the bomb in order to prevent the explosion from affecting your allies. Time it right and you'll bounce right back up into the fight. At the start of the fight you'll be given either the fel or light infusion, which need to be divvied up into 2 groups, one on either side of the boss. So assign one side to be fel and one side to be light for the rest of the fight. Once you're given an infusion, you have a grace period of a few seconds to hurry on over to the appropriate side and stack with your same coloured friends. If you bump into someone who doesn't share the same infusion as you, you're both afflicted with unstable soul. The tanks will be given different infusions and the boss will recast infusion periodically throughout the fight, so your infusion can change several times. Make sure you're paying attention. The second ability the boss casts is Hammer of Creation, which is a slam that needs to be split among those infused with light. Everyone on the yellow side should stack up on the tank to mitigate the damage. After the slam, a patch of light will remain where the hammer hit, and that patch will start throwing out swirls of light energy onto the platform which deal damage to anyone who stands in them. If you have a fel infusion and get hit, that's an unstable soul for you, so make sure you don't get hit. The fel side gets their own hammer too, the Hammer of Obliteration. This works the exact same way, except the fel side will need to stack on their tank to soak it, and it leaves behind a fel pool which starts spewing fel swirls everywhere. If you have the light infusion, you'll need to avoid them, otherwise you'll get the unstable soul debuff. I'd recommend spreading out on your side until you are ready to soak the hammers, so you can avoid the swirlies a little easier. The hammer abilities always alternate and start with a Hammer of Creation, so you should always know which one to expect. Try to avoid getting any unstable souls as much as possible, because up to 3 random players will be given the bomb when the boss casts Mass Instability. Handle them in the same way, just jump into the pit with 1 to 2 seconds remaining. Every so often the Maiden will enter phase 2, where she'll teleport to the other side of the room and stun everyone for about a second. She'll then get a huge shield and start channeling Wrath of the Creators. Each time it pulses, the boss will gain a buff, increasing the damage of further pulses. If she ever gets 30 stacks, your entire raid will get 1 shot. To make this phase a little easier, a whole bunch of orbs will start spawning from the boss in 3 rows. Running into an orb of the same colour will increase your healing damage, while hitting an orb of the opposite colour will give you the unstable soul debuff. These orbs have a small splash radius, so for this little guitar hero mechanic, we found it easiest to stack everyone up in a close-knit pile and have 1 or 2 people step out to collect their corresponding orb colour. If you do it right, everyone gets the benefits and half the raid doesn't even have to move. Once you've DPS'd her shield down, you need to interrupt her cast, and then phase 1 starts again. And that's it. This fight just goes back and forth between these 2 phases, and is honestly a really simple fight. It's just extremely easy to mess up. If you manage to keep things clean, don't get hit by swirlies, and don't poke the wrong orbs, you shouldn't get too many bombs, which is the key to victory here. So that's all you should need to take down the Maiden of Vigilance on normal and heroic. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, or hop on over to Discord. We have a server at discord.gg/Kelani, great place to come ask questions or just hang out. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.